It is a little bit rainy this afternoon, so we're gonna just do some cleanup and then see how we're feeling. We're kind of feeling like we're on the verge of getting sick, or maybe we're just burnt out. I don't know. Trying to take it kind of easy and still get a little bit done without working too hard, but it's a big mess here. So we actually picked up some burn barrels in town a few weeks ago, so we've got somewhere to burn, and we can actually still burn right now, which is nice because it's been so rainy. So we got lots of little blocks that we have no use for, and little bits of garbage, and then anything we can't burn can go into the garbage can, and we'll just get things a little bit nicer around here and yeah, go from there. Trying to take it easy. It's always nice to just have a fire when you're feeling tired, so that's where we're at. Oh, I didn't grab the battery.
Oof.
Garbage. So, as we mentioned before, once we got our door in, we realized that the washer wasn't going to fit in this little space. So what we're gonna do is just bump a section of the wall back towards the bedroom door. So instead of having this like 6 or 8 inches behind the door, that would have been wasted space. We'll bring the wall back, and then our closet will start just below the roof framing, so it'll come straight down. And the rest of the room will be closet. That area is not gonna be wasted space anymore. We'll be able to have our washer there. And then, yeah, once we get to the vanity and stuff, there's still gonna be 1.5 feet or whatever to walk through, and that'll be the bathroom.
Who is it? Come in. Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yesterday we went down to the big city and picked up our kitchen. We've got some maple cabinets, and we got them for $1,400 from Habitat for Humanity. So it's a used kitchen. Thought it was a pretty good deal, and they're a little bit flimsy, which I don't like, but we did travel, so I didn't want to come home empty-handed, and we might have to do some work to get them a bit more solid, but it's a cabin, so we'll make it work. And also, while we were down there, we found our new front door. We got this full glass panel for $150. So we thought that was a pretty good deal. We also got a door for the power shed for $100. So it's nice to go somewhere bigger and have some good deals. And the kitchen is still in the trailer, but we're going to try to knock out some of these boring tasks, and then we'll reward ourselves with unloading the kitchen and maybe figuring out the plan. But we've got to get bug screen up in the top of the wall, and Greg's starting on electrical, running the wires and stuff. So these are kind of the jobs that aren't super exciting or super fun, but they've got to get done so that we can move on. And yeah, we're just gonna get into it. We're also finishing up this wall, closet, washer closet sort of thing. And yeah, we've really had to mess around with the framing because we were trying to line it up with the roof joist, I guess you would call it. But then we realized that the vanity would have to be really small if we did that. So now we're making this area a little bit smaller, but it'll still fit the washer. So that's good. And yeah, that's what we're working on.
My home's only for the night. Waking up in different places. You wrap me up, let me inside. You're forever my oasis. My heart is home with you. My heart is home with you. When I get lost, you stay behind. When I'm falling, you're my strength, yeah. You lift me up, you ease my mind. Forever holding up my faith, yeah. My heart is home with you. My heart is home with you. As long as the skies are blue, my heart is home with you. When all else fails, you're by my side.
Pretty
And
much.
tomorrow I can face it. When I stop running from my life, and all the pieces find their places. My heart is
It wasn't really in the plan today, but Greg ended up framing in the closet just so that he could kind of make this little pony wall secure and everything. So now we've got a little alcove here for the washer, and then we've got a nice huge closet too. So it's gonna be good. Lots of storage. Is it really nothing?
It's the same price pretty much as a, I don't know, we're gonna have to staple it a little bit. But it's easy enough, I think you just go tot, and then you're good, you know?
Stapler.
Even with the hand stapler, probably, eh?
Whatever.
Yeah, you got it. So we should explain what this is actually. So this is called a baffle vent, and you put this along your roof deck, and it allows ventilation so that the cold air can ventilate all the way through. It basically creates a 2-inch attic system. So the reason why we're putting this in here is because we're putting fiberglass insulation in this is called a cathedral ceiling or a vaulted ceiling, whatever you want to call it, and you need to have the breathability in your roof. But some people jam the roof full completely, but I've seen that catastrophically fail. So we're gonna keep a little air gap in here so that our attic space can ventilate and yeah,
Dry out.
and dry out, for sure.
So I was wondering if that would happen.
Just set it down if you will. Just set it down. Lay down its back. Yeah, I could put like supports in here. And when we push it up against something like that,
Okay, but hold on. Where's the tape measure? Do you have it nearby?
right here.
Because the dishwasher is supposed to go in here too.
Okay.
Just a little bit too short.
This is where our
I'm
sink is
thinking-
going, of course. Okay. Yeah. So needless to say, it's a bit of Tetris to figure out someone's kitchen and making it our kitchen, especially when this was from a different space and this is our space, and our space is very small for a kitchen. So we've been playing some Tetris and trying to figure things out, and we're kind of just leaving it to marinate for a bit. And then but we do know where all the power is gonna go at least. So we're gonna start putting power outlets in and running wires. So Katie's working on getting some vapor barrier in where they go, and then she'll be screwing in the boxes. And I am going to be putting in all the wire. Okay. Okay, so we got a little bit of wiring in, but it's time for dinner. So we're gonna wrap it up here until tomorrow. How can I help you? You want me to hold your leg?
No.
I got your leg.
You can just do this if you want.
No. I'm helping you. You need your stapler? Oh, you got it. Okay. You're so good at this, Katie.
My neck is sore.
Yes.
All right, we got all of the bug screen and the ventilation done in the ceiling. We ended up just taking the old screens from the windows and cutting that into bug screen strips to put up there because I'm in the wind. Because we ran out and we just had a few more left to do and we wanted to get this finished. So yeah, that's all done. We're gonna get the new front door installed, which is really exciting. We got it for $150, which is a steal of a deal. So yeah, we're gonna dry fit it first because it's the same size as the opening. So we're hoping that it's enough to squeeze it in, but we'll have to see. Oh, don't spin it. Bring the edge in more. There. Well, it fits, like with lots of room, so we didn't even have to do that.
What the hell? What's going on?
Did you measure the door?
That's good news. Okay. Oh, feel the wind. This middle can be moved quite easily with a screw.
All right, we've got our beautiful new front door installed. We're gonna pick up a door handle tomorrow, and then we'll be able to trust it with this wind. We're gonna have to block off the door tonight so it doesn't blow open, but
Tell them what we bought it for.
I did.
Oh, nice.
So
Pretty
now
good
we
deal.
are officially dried in and we are almost ready for insulation. We've got to do a little bit more electrical and insulation, vapor barrier. We've placed our order for the wall coverings, so things are moving along. I guess we got to tape the outside too. All right, so I didn't really talk much about this kitchen because at the time I was super annoyed. As you can see, it's falling apart. It fell apart in the footage. I was really excited to get the kitchen and it wasn't what I was expecting and it just kind of sucked. But we had traveled, so I didn't want to come home empty-handed. And I feel like we kind of got ripped off. Like this kitchen was maybe worth $500. It just said it was a maple kitchen. It didn't say anything about MDF. And the other thing is, when I was looking at the picture, because they had it posted on their website, it looked like there was 4 base cabinets. And once we realized when we got here, one of the base cabinets is actually an upper cabinet, so it's thinner than the base cabinets, and they've just got a toe kick put on it. So it looked like there was more bases than what there actually is. This one actually behind me is part of that pantry one, which I thought would go good between our 2 doors, but it fell apart. So I don't know if we're gonna rebuild it some other way or I don't know. It's been kind of, I'm struggling with the whole buying used material because everything that we're getting is just kind of not as good as you are thinking it is. The window in this kitchen here fogs up a little bit, so that means the seal's broken and I want to be able to enjoy the view, but there's fog in it. So we might try drilling a little hole, but it kind of loses its insulative gas when you do that. So the windows seem like a good deal, but they've kind of sucked. This kitchen has kind of sucked.
It was expensive.
And it was kind of expensive. But when we looked at, there's a couple like used building material stores and there were some other kitchens, but they were huge and we didn't have the space to get them in the truck. So I would have just asked for my money back from this one, but nothing else would have worked. So, yeah, I look annoyed in the footage, and it was hard to kind of pull myself out of the hole. For these, I'm not too sure what we're gonna do, if we're gonna try to put them back together, or trying to convince Greg that maybe we just build a 2x4 frame for exactly what we need, and just put the doors and the drawer fronts on it and try to save it that way, or I don't know.
I think what we'll end up doing is have to do like a custom kitchen, which is probably at the top of my ability carpentry wise, but we can do it. We can do it. I don't think we're doing a 2x4, but we'll see. Leave in the comments.
Sometimes you can just use my ideas too, you know.
That's this kitchen, Katie.
Shut up. Go away. So we might have our $1,400 scuffed up, stinky old cabinet doors from our used kitchen. So yeah, we should have just bought new and built it how we needed, but now we're paying the price. So is it a dreamy, nice idea to build a cabin with used materials, or is it just a pain in the butt? Let us know down in the comments. Like, it was warm enough this afternoon that I just went and laid in the creek, and I was like, I'll just lay here till I get too cold, and I just didn't get cold. Yeah. But I was like watching the grass swing in the wind and little water drops bouncing off the creek. Oh yeah.
Oh, mega yum.